Uncharted 4, Thieves End, a review for PC. They call it Legacy of Thieves Collection. Frankly, it doesn't matter. So, what is Uncharted? Uncharted is Sony's version of Indiana Jones. A far worse version of Indiana Jones. Classic Hollywood-like crap, but better than most of the classic Hollywood-like craps from Sony, from console port. Better than standard. Okay, AAA titles, because they're all crap. It's an basically all of those games: Assassin's Creed, Tomb Raider, Uncharted, all type of those games, they came out from Prince of Persia. And this is yet another Prince of Persia with a mask of Indiana Jones. That's what it is. Okay. Full 3D action platformer adventure. I would say that the entire game consists out of 60 or 70% climbing, 20% cutscenes, and 10% would be combat shooting parts. So, first section is the story. It has interesting story. In search for the pirate treasure, 500 years old pirate treasure with plot twists and so on and so forth, and with classic Hollywood-like crap writing. Okay, it may be left a few times, so writing is mediocre. Main villain is complete garbage. Okay, that's like classic Hollywood crap. Main villain of this game, and it's a bit cringe, to be honest, but the journey is fun, aside from writing. It has a lot of variety, okay? What ups the story here? It's cutscenes. There's a lot of action cutscenes, and they're all well done. Some of them are really epic, like, for example, Madagascar, and so on. So, the story of, I nearly said Indiana Jones, of Nathan Drake, copycat version of Indiana Jones. I would say it's mediocre, okay? It is Hollywood crap, but it's also not as cringe as Hollywood movies and other console ports, console games, AAA titles. It's not as stupid as other, okay? So it's 5 out of 10. Bugs and optimization. The game works well. I didn't have a single crash on my entire run. Maybe there was like 1% where in my total run where I spotted a few frame drops, but that's because I'm also streaming with a graphic card and I was playing game on Ultra. The game probably works extremely well outside of stream. Okay, so it's optimized well. For a console port, it's optimized really well with fast loading screens. Bugs, I only encountered 2 or 3 small bugs that required the game to be restarted in order to fix. Or just to restart from checkpoint. It's really nothing special. 10 out of 10, this is one of the better console ports that I played on a PC. Game time. As I said, 15 hours to finish the game on the hardest difficulty available. If I played on any easier difficulty, it would take way much less. I would finish the game in like 10 hours. 12 hours, it doesn't matter. If you go to loot all the trinkets in the game, or better to say, classic console collectibles that do nothing, okay, if you chase achievements and so on, then it's gonna take like 25 hours to loot all. I never bothered, I didn't care. Game time for the price. I need to see the price. Holy fucking shit, 50 bucks for 6 years old game with zero replay value. 50 freaking bucks for 6 years old game. This is only worth on huge sale, like 50 to 70% sale. Then I would give it 9 out of 10. Considering the current price, this is 4 out of 10. There's zero replay value. Zero. It's like watching a movie. Okay, not playing a game, but we're gonna talk about it in gameplay. Game difficulty. I played on the hardest difficulty available, so-called crushing difficulty, and yes, you can get one-shotted easily from enemies. And armored up enemies, they're bullet sponges. You need headshots, and aiming system is not that good in this game, to be honest. Clunky controls. There's also stealth, but stealth, there are far better games that do stealth way much better than Uncharted. As far as platforming goes, they borrowed a lot from Prince of Persia. This is like a... Even on the hardest difficulty, I played with like 20% focus. Because I never cared. Okay. The game never, ever challenged me, so I stand up and play like I mean it. Okay, I was lying down and playing. Even on its hardest difficulty, I can't give it more than 5 out of 10. It's a casual game for casual players. Basically, that's what it is. Maps and graphics. 24 chapters in the game in total. Huge map variety. There is no world map, there is no mini map. UI is very simplistic. It's a gorgeous game considering it's 6 years old. And there are some breathtaking areas. Okay. And there's a lot of variety in those areas. Like, this is a very beautiful game with huge map variety. It deserves 10 out of 10. I guess the best way to play this game is with a gamepad on a 60-inch TV, lying down in bed. Okay. Because everything about this game is cutscenes and great environment, great areas to visit, and so on. Gameplay. Gameplay consists of parkour, climbing, running, chasing scenes, sneaking, stealing, shooting, and resolving puzzles with drag the crate to jump. On every hour of the game, you drag the crate to jump. There are like 2 or 3 puzzles that were close to brain dead. As far as shooting goes, I already said running in this game, it feels clunky. And so is shooting, okay? Duck, cover, shoot, reload, shoot again. And the game has a huge issue of ammo. At least on a crushing difficulty that I played on, I was always out of ammo. Okay? And stealth is even worse, because enemies detect through walls, they detect from 5 kilometers away. This game, it has stealth, but like it doesn't have it. Because it's crap, it's garbage. Limited mechanics. Very limited mechanics. On the other side, I loved executions from stealth. They were done very well. Okay? A lot of variety of how you can execute enemies. Ragdoll physics are great. Really, really great. Fighting is also cool. You actually feel the impact of making a hit or shooting an enemy headshot, okay, and so on. That's done well. But again, movement and aiming is a disaster. But that's what console games are. That they usually play with aim assist, and I play this with keyboard and mouse. As I said, it's a fun, relaxing game. 7 out of 10. All aspects could have been done better. Shooting, climbing, walking, running. You cannot run in this game, and there are chase scenes. Drake runs like a freaking grandma during chase scenes. There is no run button, man. And he's supposed to be Indiana Jones for Sony. Leveling and itemization. No experience gain, no progression, no levels, no skill tree. Small amount of guns. This is just a disaster. This part. Because then nothing exists, okay? Nothing. Like they never cared. There is only Drake's journal, where he writes down simplistic puzzles and collects notes from a bygone age, and that's it. And there's nothing you do, man. Nothing. Like, you get 2 upgrades during the entire game. A rope, and that thing where you can stab rocks so you can climb. That's all. 2 out of 10. NPCs and enemies. There are no boss fights in this game. I mean, there is that final boss, if you can call him a boss. It's more like a interactive movie. Smash the button, press the button, and so on. The entire game consists a lot out of smash the button, press the button, wag the button, and so on during cutscenes. From NPCs, we got a main character, wannabe Indiana Jones, his brother, his irritating wife. I don't even get the point what the fuck she's doing there and who wrote the story. Because it's freaking stupid. There are a lot of plot holes also with those NPCs, how they appear out of nowhere and so on. And of course, what seems like epic journey in the first 3 hours turns out into Hollywood crap because of the NPCs. The more you play, the worse it gets. Especially with the main villain. As far as enemies go, only humans to fight. There's not a single animal in the game. So only humans. And humans, they consist out of three different types. Weak soldiers, armored soldiers, and mega armored soldiers with miniguns. Okay. All enemies consist out of throwing grenades, and on the difficulty I played on, they insta one-shot you when they spot you. Basically, when I said that I know bosses in a game, bosses in a game are switched for chase scenes, climbing scenes, interactive movies cutscenes, and that's about it. So what we got here are irritating NPCs and low variety of enemies. The end, that's what we got. 6 out of 10. Music and sound. Great sound effects. Great voice acting. I can't remember a single tune though from the entire game. Like a single fucking tune. Like there is no music in the game. All music is environmental. 9 out of 10. Final verdict. The 8 points. .4 out of 10. Above mediocre. Above mediocre. Realistically speaking, this is like from 6 to 7 out of 10 game. I gave it 6.4. I liked it a lot at the start. I love how the game looks. I love different environments in the game. Okay. Some of the chase scenes were great, some were garbage. Basically, what ruined this game is shitty writing, clunky movement, even clunkier aiming system, and mega bad stealth mechanics. That's what ruined the game the most. It would be easily 8 out of 10 if those things were better, but they're not. The game, considering it's 6 years old, it ain't worth $50, okay? It ain't worth it. There's like zero replay value. You should not give more than 15, $20 for this game when it's on sale. It's $50 is just. I mean it, you can easily watch this game on YouTube. Full walkthrough. It's like watching a movie. You don't even need to play it. It's a freaking interactive movie, classic console game. That's what it is. Nothing else to say about Uncharted 4. Indiana Jones copycat.